Hey guys, this is Tom from Numbers Game Lifestyle, and today we're going to talk about how to maintain high energy levels on carnivore diets or low carb diets, because that is the biggest complaint people have about low carb dieting. And low carb dieting is generally what I recommend for most people when they want to get like super lean and they're not super active throughout the day. If they're very active throughout the day, like they're constantly on their feet, moving around, like doing a bunch of stuff, then yeah, I recommend more of a high carb diet. But for most sedentary people, that just work out and just do their cardio, that's the only activity they really do, then yes, low carb, carnivore diets are awesome for getting super lean. But the biggest complaint people have is like, man, I just don't feel the energy. I get terrible energy. My workouts suck. I just want to there's some times where I feel like crap and low energy, just want to lie down and sleep. And my clients don't have this problem, and I don't have this problem because we address those feelings. When you have those feelings of feeling like crap and your workouts suck, that is a telltale sign that your blood sugar is low and you need glucose. Your brain needs fuel ASAP, and it's crying out for glucose. But because you're strict carnivore and strict low carb, you don't give it what it wants. You just sit there and suffer when it's completely needless. Your brain is crying out for glucose. Give it glucose, especially when you're training. I always advise my clients, when you're getting ready to train, you have glucose before a workout, while you're working out, because that is going to maintain your blood sugar to its normal level so you can work out for as intense as you want, and your blood sugar is never going to drop. It's going to stay high because you're continually drinking glucose throughout the entire workout, and you feel like a superhuman the entire way through. Whereas if you don't and you get into your workout, you're going to peter out so quick. You're going to work out like a bitch, most likely, eventually, if you work out hard enough. Whereas my clients never do that. They always have sugar on hand, ready to down. And it's usually what I recommend for most clients is enough to get them back to normal. If they're experiencing low blood sugar symptoms and they're feeling like crap and they don't want to feel low energy, their workouts suck, it's usually 2 tablespoons. 2 tablespoons of dextrose, 2 tablespoons of sugar, 2 tablespoons of iced tea mix, any kind of sugary drink mix will do the job, and it'll get them back to normal, feeling like superhumans again, feeling like ready to tackle the world, because that's what happens. When you experience low blood sugar and then you take that drink of sugar or whatever it is, you're going to feel revitalized. Your brain is going to be like, oh, finally he did what I wanted him to do. And you're going to feel like a superhuman again. It's revitalizing to actually have glucose, after you've been, scrambling, your brain's been panicking it's experiencing low blood sugar levels. And now I know what you're thinking. Just a quick intermission here, guys. If you could comment, or subscribe on this video, that would help me out considerably. Thank you. You're like, man, that's a terrible idea. Now you're going to get knocked out of ketosis and all that sugar is just going to go straight to your fat cells. No. Guess where all that sugar is going? It's going straight to your bloodstream and straight to your brain. And it's going to stay there because brain takes priority. In most cases, you're not even going to get an insulin response because it wants to get your blood sugar levels back to normal and back to you feeling normal and energetic again. The only way that sugar, that you drink gets deposited in your fat cells or your muscle cells is if you overshoot. And let's say instead of doing 2 tablespoons, you went 10 tablespoons, or you downed a liter of pop or a liter of soda. Yes, then a lot of that will get deposited in your muscles. The insulin response is going to deposit all that glucose into your muscles or your fat cells. So yes, you have the potential to get fatter if you overshoot the mark. But in most cases, you're not. 2 tablespoons is usually enough. You can do it on a case-by-case basis. Maybe your workouts are super intense and super long, and maybe you need 3 tablespoons, maybe you need 4 tablespoons, depending on how long or intense your workouts are. But again, it's not going to be deposited as fat. All it's doing is going straight to your brain, and it's maintaining your blood sugar levels into a normal level that makes you feel normal, makes you feel energetic, and you don't have to worry about getting fat doing this. So many of my clients are like, oh, but I don't want to drink that. Like, it's going to get deposited as fat. I don't feel good like drinking sugar. No, it's going straight to your brain, and your brain's using all that, okay? It just wants to feel normal again. So yes, this is how you like get, super lean, doing like low carb diets, maintain your muscles, because you're going to be working out just as intense as you were before you started dieting. Your workouts are going to be just as intense because your blood sugar is not going to fall. You're not going to let it fall. It's going to be continually high. And if you ever find yourself like during the day having like dragging your ass around and being like, man, like I just feel like lying down, I don't feel good, it's a telltale sign that your brain is crying out for glucose. So give it to it. It's not going to get deposited as fat. It's going to go straight to your brain, and your brain's going to be super happy and super energetic, and your body's going to feel amazing to be back to normal. And stop worrying about getting fat over this. The only way you start getting fat is if you overshoot the mark and you start like way overdoing the carbs, in order to get back to normal. But most people don't do that. Most people underdo it. They maybe take like 1 tablespoon and hope to get back to normal. In the majority of cases, I found that 2 tablespoons of dextrose, 2 tablespoons of sugar, 2 tablespoons of iced tea mix, whatever it is enough to get people back to normal and feeling, energetic again. So yes, you do not have to suffer on low carb dieting or carnivore dieting. And stop being like, oh, like sugar's the devil and like it's so evil. I only do strict carnivore. Well, get used to dragging your ass in the gym then. Because yeah, just give your brain what it needs. It's sugar while you're exercising, and you'll avoid all these problems, and you'll get super lean. Your brain's going to be thanking you because you're never letting it, get into low blood sugar. As soon as you start to feel those symptoms, you're like on it, getting that sugar up. And don't feel guilty about it because that's what your brain actually needs. Anyways, guys, if you need help doing this, getting super lean with your dieting, making dieting manageable and, fun, there's coaching links down below if you're interested. Anyways, guys, that's the video. Thanks for watching.